Hey, good morning, folks. Right across here, BJC Outdoors. Hey, I'm excited about this morning, man. I'm in a different area of the Tennessee River. Gonna try to get on some good blue cat. Fished down here back in the spring. It's the last time I fished this area. One thing I like about this area, it's full of bait, man. It's bait everywhere. Gonna be a little loud starting out. We're running into the wind. I'm gonna drag the stretch up through here about 200 or 300 yards, and then I'm gonna turn around and come back through. It's just a big old cove in here, man. It's real deep. I mean, as you can see, it goes way back under. There's no current in here, no current relations, so that shouldn't be an issue today. Got a hurricane coming. That's where this wind's coming from. I think it's Hurricane Helena or something like that. Wind's supposed to get up about 25 miles an hour around noon, so we don't have that long to make something happen. But I know down here, you never know, man. It's like I said, a good area, a lot of fish. Like I said, I've never caught any real big fish in here. I know they're here, but I fished it my first time last year. Caught several 30, 40 pounders, so I know there's some big ones in here somewhere. We're just gonna have to find them. But, well, y'all stay tuned. Let's see what we can do. Gonna be using skipjack. Got two big skipjack, and I got some live bluegill, which I'm gonna cut them up. I'm gonna put the two outside ones with skipjack, and the two inside ones I'm gonna put bluegill head and a bluegill chunk on. Gonna give them a little variety. Like I said, I've been having better luck in my area with bluegill, but the only reason I'm using bluegill is because I can't find anything else. But I did get a couple of skipjack and bluegill. They're very plentiful. So whatever kick they're on this morning, hopefully we can satisfy their appetite. I'm already seeing some trout lines out here, man. Commercial guys just beat this place down here. Now I sometimes wonder if that may be why I didn't catch anything over 30, 40 pounds, because these fish that in this area right here may not have a chance to grow up. It does happen. I hadn't been able to get out a lot here lately. 2 weeks ago we had a hurricane come through. Of course, we don't get the hurricane, but we get the last effects off of it when it turns into a tropical storm. Got a lot of rain, a lot of wind. Kind of messed the river up. And then last week I had to go to a men's encounter for 2 days. The only 2 days I get to fish a week. I was down there, which I had a blast. I ain't complaining about that. And then here it is this week. I got 3 days to fish, but I only got 1 day that I can, because tonight, tomorrow, and the next day supposed to be very, very windy and a lot of rain. So it's kind of got me limited on time, but I thought I'd get out here and do what I can. I came to this area because I got a lot of confidence in it in the fall. I've done real good down here last fall. And like I said, I got good fresh bait. So in my area up close to the house, man, it's beat up this morning by the wind. You can't fish it at all. So I got as far away from the storm as I can. I drove an hour and 45 minutes to get down here, and like I said, just trying to running from the storm, I guess. Using the old cat stumper today, folks. If any of y'all interested in buying any of those, man, I'll have a number in the description box. You can hit me up, and I'll get you set up with them, man. It's a bad little dragging dude. Just kind of helps me out with gas and everything, I got plenty of them. Got any color you want. We're starting out we're in about 16 foot right now. We're gonna start what I call deeper in this area, and then we're gonna probably work our way shallower. We're just kind of dragging up this edge of this bank right here. It comes off shallow and then it drops off a little deeper right here. A lot of creek channels in here. Good place for fish to travel in and out. We're probably a good mile from the main river, and it's an area where the fish can travel, in and out, get back out to the deeper water. There is some 25, 30 foot water on out in this middle of this cove, but we're gonna start up shallow, because this was, that's what I did last year in the fall, which is long into October. We're still in September, but there's so much bait in here and the bait's moved in here a lot earlier than it did last year, so that's usually a good sign. You follow that bait, you'll find some catfish for sure. All right, folks, we locked and loaded. We can stay out of these trot lines down here. We'll be in good shape. It's pretty windy already. You know, it wasn't supposed to be at 4 miles an hour this morning, which that's kind of the way it goes on the river. It said 4 miles an hour, and then picking up around noon. It's supposed to be, 20, 25 mile an hour winds with gusts off this hurricane. I figured we'd get down here early and beat the wind, but of course it's already blowing about 10 and up in the cove. But once I get out as far as I'm going to drag, I'll turn around and come back in. It'll kind of eliminate a lot of this boat flap. We're starting out pulling at 0.7. We're going to start out with that. I may have to slow down a little bit. We're coming up on a good spot right here. The point comes out. Usually when I cross that point, I'll usually pick up something. Like I said, I haven't been down here since spring, so I really don't know what's going on. Kind of trial and error today, trying to figure out something. I haven't been out, like I said, about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Hadn't been out at all. So I'm just excited to be out here. No pressure though, right? Hey, I'll tell you, it's just coming to an area you don't fish a lot like this. It is a gamble. But I had to make something happen, and like I said, it's coming down here. Like I said, it just gets me ahead for the fall bite, because I already know this area will be hot. Here in a few weeks. When we get on into October. But we ain't got a lot of time this morning to play around. We got to make something happen fast, because as you can see, the river's getting rougher and rougher the longer I'm out here. And this cove right here, it gets rough. I mean, it gets rough, especially with the wind blowing out of the north or the south. It's just straight shot either way. And this morning it's blowing out of the north. So there we go. Yeah, hold on to it. Yeah, he did. I don't think it's much to him. All we looking for is that hint. Gotta start somewhere. Nah, he ain't that big at all. He's a blue cat though, that's a good sign. Channel cat don't tell you nothing, but these blues will. Come on in here, boy. Man, he is all jacked up. Poor rascal. I feel plumb sorry for you, man. Folks, that's another one of them fish. I think a lot of these fish that I catch are just want me to go ahead and put them out of their misery. That's a rough looking old guy right there. Open your mouth, son. Come on, man. You so beat up, I don't know if you can open your mouth. Folks, don't y'all look at what a fish. That joker, he is all kind of messed up. His tail's broke. His back's broke. He got big sores all over his side. He got a funny looking mouth. Poor old guy. I feel sorry for you, buddy. I feel sorry for you. I know you better get out of this area. You end up on the trot line. Well, I appreciate you, little guy. His mouth deformed. He can't even hardly open his mouth to get off my grippers. I don't even know how I bit that bait. That was a bluegill, but it was a big one. Man alive. You never know what you're gonna catch. Kind of makes you wonder what they go through sometimes. I know they get beat up in the during the spawn and everything, but that right there, that's what's going on with him. A lifelong injury. I've caught several in the last year that's had some issues going on. That one came off a bluegill. Them bluegill were wired up too, man. Like I said, I didn't know where or how I was gonna get the fish today, or even if I would at all. So I caught me about 10 bluegill yesterday. Some of them hand size, some of them a little smaller, but I wasn't sure how today was gonna go. But I kept them alive because if I could, I was gonna go suspend in the area. Well, I know I could catch some big fish right now, but there's no way to fish that area. But anyway, I kept them alive, so they're good and hardy and fresh. We're fixing to drag the dirt, folks. I think these fish are gonna be up shallow. Caught that one in about 8 foot, so I'm gonna start working my way up shallow. We're gonna get up. I'm gonna have that outside board on this side in about 4 to 6 foot, and that outside one over here is gonna be less than 12 foot. I'm gonna try to stay in that range because I feel like that's what's going on. I think they're up shallow chasing this bait. So. Dragging in the dirt, man. A lot of folks don't think them big catfish get that shallow, but they will. You know, especially in the fall, definitely in the spring. You know, when they spawn, of course they're gonna get shallow, but they'll get shallow in the fall too. They're gonna be wherever the bait is. They're trying to feed up. You know, they sense this cool, chilled air. The water temperature's dropping. You know, a little bit every day. They know what time of year it is. They're gonna fatten themselves up for the winter. They'll be so shallow. They'll have ticks on them. Which I'd much rather drag shallow. I love fishing shallow for catfish, man. Especially, you know, you get in them 30, 40 pound fish. Man, you talking about some fun. They fight. I mean, just they can't go down. They got to go right or left or up, and they'll sure give you a run for your money. I've noticed the water's dropped about 2 foot, and it's been pretty recent. I guess they're getting ready for all the rain coming off that hurricane, but that's not a good thing that the water's dropped because, you know, fish don't like that. But like I said, I can't look past all this bait up in this, you know, 3, 4, 5 foot of water. So we fixing to drag through the sea. Oh, there we go, folks. Yep, there we go. A little better fish right there. Yep, that's a good one right there. He ain't no monster, but he's a good fish. All right, folks. I am having all kind of trouble. I got that fish as soon as I got it on. Camera went off. Both of these are good fish. Both of them come out of 4 foot of water. Yep, another good one. Golly, folks, I tell you what. I got him. I'm sure he's hooked. Yeah, he's hooked real good. Let me get this first one in. Tell you what, I'm gonna have to just get this one in first since I got him in my hand. Golly, folks, I'll tell you what, that is crazy how things can happen so fast like that and you ain't ready for it. It's like, how can you get ready for it? Get the hook out of this one. One of them come off One of them come off skipjack. This one came off skipjack. The other one come off bluegill. And they both on the same side of the boat out of 4 foot of water. So that gives me a good pattern to go off of right there. Alright, let me get this other. This other one here is quite a bit better fish than that one is. Come on in here, big boy. Come on in here. Yep. Both of them good fish, but this one here is a little bigger. Oh, mate. Man, folks, I tell you, if it'll happen, it'll happen when you're trying a video for sure. I couldn't make it up. As soon as that fish took off, I heard the camera die. Let me spot lock this thing right here. I don't want to get off track too much because I'm trying to stay in a certain depth, and I think I'm getting way off my track. Old cat stumpers, folks, they can't stand it no matter where I go. And I hope everything's back on, or my remote showing it's on. So when you don't get to go for a week and a half, 2 weeks, you start getting out of whack on keeping. Hey, you quit that, boy. You ain't big enough to be acting all kind of crazy like that. All right, folks. Nice blue cat, big old head on it. Dirt shallow. Matter of fact, you see mud on his fin up there, man. Like 4 foot of water. Alright, folks. That's a good blue right there. Especially come out of 4 foot of water. Big headed. I think both of them males. Solid fish, man. Up there eating that bait. Well, alright. Let me get him back. See if we can get us another one. I sure appreciate you, buddy. Oh. That's what I loved about the fall, folks. Got to worry about none of that fish getting too hot and all that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's supposed to get in the upper 80s today, but just that cool north wind makes a world of difference. Man, lie. Alright, well, let me see if I can get started again. Maybe we won't have any mishaps. We're just now getting to my good part. As soon as I got to it, hooked up twice. So I feel like right up through here is going to be our best bet. And now I know the better fish are up shallow. It'll make a kind of fine tunes everything down to what I need to do. We'll establish the pattern real quick, and that's the way I like it. You know, we hadn't drove probably 200 yards, and you know, that it's worked out. Like I said, I figured they'd be shallow, and they are very shallow. So the only bad thing about this deal is I've found the fish, found the depth they're in, but the winds start whooping now, man. Probably 15 mile an hour, gusting up to 20. And I don't have a lot of boat control. I'm trying to drag into the wind, but I'm having to drag too fast to stay up with the wind. And I know turning around, coming back, I'm going to be moving too fast. So we're going to do what we can do, man. I know that it's going to be a short trip because of this, but you know, just to come down here and find these fish, you know, next time I get an opportunity, I'll come back down here and be able to sit up on them and you know, not have to look for them. And that's what I was hoping for, just to find something. some sort of idea of what the fish are doing. Like I said, I haven't been here since spring, so it's a big difference from what it is now. But we're gonna keep on doing what we're doing now. Like I said, I may pull back down and drag back up and just see. Now that I know they're in they're up dirt shallow. Like I said, I'm losing my boat control, man. I'm supposed to be going this way, and the wind's blowing me this way in the front. But like I said, I got to keep my speed up. I'm pulling 0.8 right now just to stay up with the wind, and it's just gonna get worse. But like I said, I know that when I came down here, but something just told me to come down here and check, man. Because like I said, it gives me an idea, gives me somewhere else to fish. Because this is one of my favorite places to fish in the fall. Yeah, I thought I heard something. He ain't nowhere near as big as them other ones, is he? Nah, he's just small and about like that first one. I thought I heard, he come off. Well, he wasn't worthy of a camera view anyway. He just he wanted to be smart, so he won't get to be on camera. He was a small fish. He's probably 3 or 4 pounds. He wasn't a whole lot to him, no way. But I would have still liked to have him. I just noticed I'm running parallel with a trot line. Down there where I started, they had a jug up, and I see another one up here. So I'm running straight parallel with this trot line. And I'm pretty sure I'd almost bet money that thing is fully loaded with catfish right now. It's kind of funny how you fish a place. I fished this place all fall last year and never seen the first commercial fisherman. And then I come out here in the spring and it was loaded with trot line. And then I'm back out here this fall and it's loaded with trot line. So it's the only bad thing about doing YouTube or any type of social media. People figure out where you're at. Even commercial guys, they'll swarm the place and just fish it to death. All right, folks, I'm to the end of my drag right here. I got a sandbar runs out right here, and the trot line's right there, and I'm not gonna cross it. So I'm fixing to roll these up, spin around. I'm gonna throw my drift socks out on both sides and see if it'll slow me down enough, and I'm just gonna let this wind carry me straight down through there, and I'll use my trolling motor to kind of keep me straight if I can. I'm gonna try that. The wind's blowing a little too hard. It's blowing about 20 miles an hour, so I may be pulling too fast. The only thing I got going for me is I'm in shallow water. So I'm hoping with this wind blowing down through here, it's blowing the scent that way, so it'll give the fish a chance to smell my bait coming. So we're gonna try that and see. Like I said, we're running out of options out here. It's starting to get rough, man. This wind's coming around this point here. And that's just as far as I can go. It's white capping bad right out there. I've caught some good fish doing that before, like I said, but you gotta be slow enough that the fish can get the bait in their mouth. That was pretty cool. I don't know what kind of fighter jet that was, but he about blew my hat off my head. All right, folks, I got them out. Good thing is I can pull 0.7 back this way. I got my drift socks out and it's slowing me down enough where I can keep my trolling motor on 0.7. So that's a good thing. We're gonna try this. Like I said, I've always done better dragging back this way anyway, but I launched the boat down there, so I didn't want to bypass anything, so I drug up through here. But I always do better going back upstream here. So I don't really have any boat control. I can't really stay exactly where I want to be, but we're just gonna do the best we can do. The wind, it'll come out of the north real strong, and then it'll turn out of the northeast, so it's kind of got me You know, I really don't have any boat control as far as where I'm going. I'm still kind of just letting the wind carry me and just hitting my trolling motor, you know, kind of keep me as close as I can to where we caught those fish a while ago. So always some kind of obstacle. I should be used to it by now. Well, like I said, I'm just thankful to be able to come out here, man. I had work this week up till today, and like I said, the weather turned nasty today as far as the wind. Tonight we got a lot of rainstorms coming in all day tomorrow, Saturday, so it's pretty much the only day I'll be able to fish. Like I said, I'm thankful to be able to come out here and just check something, you know. Like I said, it's fall time, you know, it's that transition time, and it's time for to do some different stuff, you know. I'd rather be sitting on top of some fish, suspending this morning, because I know where some big ones are, but I can't sit out there, you know. When all else fails, drag some baits with planer boards. You'll catch something. I think that one's got a fish on it right there. It got hit, it keeps falling back behind. I don't think there's no size to it, but yep, it's got one on it. It's bigger than them other smaller ones we caught, I think. He just hit it and held on to it, didn't knock it off the board or anything. He ain't that big. But we'll take him, man. Maybe our last drag right here, the way that wind's picking up. Yeah, he's a little better than them other two small ones. You got him hooked real good. Get out of that drift sock, man. That's the only thing I don't like about drift socks, folks. They'll get in your way. But if I didn't have them, I wouldn't be fishing right now. Come on in here, boy. You just could not stand it, could you? That old cat stomper was driving you nuts. I think it's a little baby foot running around the bottom of the river, folks. They cannot stand it. One knocked that one off. Y'all may have seen the head. I didn't see it. I guess it was a hit. It may have been the wind. Another nice little blue. No size to him, but hey, like I said, we'll take him, man. We're struggling to be able to fish today, so I ain't complaining about nothing. We'll just hit that. I think he may still have it. I think he's not slacking. Yeah. Oh man. It hit like a good fish right there. I heard him pop it off the planer board. But I didn't see it, so I didn't know for sure, and then I seen it go slack, so I know he had it. He had it in his mouth when I picked it up, but he didn't have it. He didn't have it good. Man, I'm struggling to keep any boat control. And I got a boat down in front of me where I'm going here, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get around him or not. I'm gonna have to thread the needle to get between him and that trot line. I got all kind of mess going on right here. And this one's got a fish on it. Got one hung up. Just trying to pop it loose, and then this one took off. And then I'm trying to get another one out. Trying to dodge this boat up here. The boat's trying to go sideways. Oh, there goes another one. Stay on there, big boy. Come on in here. Well, I guess you hooked good enough to do this. Yep. Come on in here. Alright, you sit still for a minute. If I can get this other one in right here. And if I had some kind of boat control, people, I could catch some fish today. But I ain't got no boat control. If I can pull that back around with this fish. I believe them are twins right there. One thing for sure, you can't spotlight when you letting the wind do the work for you. Those drift socks in the way. There's one thing after another. Hey, you don't do that. Yep, them are twins right there. Them are twins. If I can get this boat back situated here. Yeah, it'll just have to be what it is right now. Let me get this fish out. Now you had your mouth wide open until I walked over here with them grippers. Just flung slime all in my eye. Alright folks, there's one. First one. Nice blue. Ain't nothing big, but hey, we'll take them, man. Like I said, the conditions are killing me today. And the fish are biting. Open your mouth. You done the same thing. Roll you over on your belly, see if you. They are not liking them cat stumpers. They are plumb mad at them, folks. Oh, that was a nice blue. Like I said, they ain't nothing big, man, but hey, I ain't picky today. I'm just thankful to be out here. Thankful to be getting the line stretched. I thought I was gonna have to sit at the house today. That would have been plumb depressing. Man, I wish that boat wasn't in my way. He's gonna keep me from going back through my spot where I caught them bigger ones. He's crappie fishing. That was on there. Yep. Man, he was running to the boat like he was the man or something. He ain't nothing but a, I think it's this old channel cat there. Done broke my streak, folks. hey, we'll take you, man. Like I said, I enjoy catching them channels too. When I got plenty of bait, don't bother me at all. But a lot of times when I get into channel cats like that, it's when I'm running low of bait, and they will absolutely eat you plumb out of bait. Open your mouth, man. Y'all are just stubborn fish down here. All right, you gonna make me just grab you? So that'll work for me. Pretty good channel cat right there. This one hung up right here. It's a constant struggle, folks. A constant struggle. My boat's spinning sideways. And when I get a fish on, it kind of messes me up. But I ain't gonna complain. How can you complain about a morning like this? I mean, it ain't really, I ain't catching no monster fish or nothing, but heck, we ain't drug but 300 yards one time, and we turn around and come right back down it. Like I said, if I had boat control, we'd absolutely wear these suckers out today. But I'm losing it more and more. The later it gets in the morning, which it's only 8:30. I mean, we ain't been out here that long, but they said between 10 and 12 it was gonna get really rough. So just trying to make the best of it while I can. If you're dragging up this shallow, 4 foot on this size, my outside board, you're gonna get hung. I mean, there's stuff in that shallow water that you don't get into out deep. So, I mean, it's to be expected when you're dragging that shallow. Well, I'm dragging that right now when the water's completely down the winter pool. There is no water, maybe a foot or two at the most. So it's a lot of stuff in there that's normally wouldn't have to deal with out in the deeper water. I don't even know what that one hit, but I know what I'm going back with. I'm gonna use these skipjack because I'm not gonna waste them, but I've caught just as many on bluegill. I may have caught more on bluegill, but I can get bluegill anytime. But these skipjack are like gold, and my bluegill are alive, so I can freeze them if I have enough left to worry with it. But that's one thing for sure, I don't waste no bait. One good thing about this shallow water, you ain't got to let out a lot of line. I just throw it out 10-15 foot behind the boat, let it hit bottom, put a planer board on it, because like I said, the deepest part out here is that outside board right there, which it just got hit. It's in about 10-12 foot. Which right on the side of that other side of that board out there is where the trot line is. So yeah, we're probably fixing to have to get out of here, folks. That wind is whooping, man. It's not gust, it's sustained about 20 miles an hour, and it's blowing my boat around. You see them planer boards right there behind the boat. It's blowing me into the bank. I have no boat control at all. My drift socks they're barely slowing me down at all, but the wind's hitting me from the side right here. And this is the only place in this whole area right here that I can fish that I have any confidence in. So we're gonna drag about another 7,500 yards right here, and then we fixing to probably get these up. Dirt shallow, man. If I had boat control, I could stay in that 4 foot of water, or at least keep 2 boards in that 4 foot of water. We could have caught some good fish today. Like I said, at least we did get a little time in. That means a lot, man. Like I said, I've been having withdrawals trying to one hitting that right there. Having withdrawals trying to get back out here because, like I said, it's been about a week and a half. You know, things change a lot in the fall. You got to kind of stay on top of it. You know, but with work and other obligations, I wasn't able to get out here. But you know, if you can stay on top of the fish, you know, fish every day, whatever, you know, you can, you know, should be able to keep up with everything. But when you miss a week and a half, 2 weeks like that, it kind of throws you for a loop. Coming across a point right here, should be some fish on it. So I'm gonna pull. Oh, getting a bite on that one. I'm gonna pull across this one before we go. You still on there, boy? I think he is. Yeah. I don't think he's got much size to him. I'm pulling 0.8 just to stay out in front of the wind. Man, I wish this wind wasn't doing this, hurricane wasn't coming through it. These fish, they eat, man. Tickled to death coming down here. You know, I ain't been down here since spring, March, I guess. Last time I was down here, my battery conked out on me. Another old channel cat. Hey. Another old mean channel cat. Man, I had him hooked through the bottom lip and the top lip. Good thing you didn't accidentally cut me off somehow or another. Bite on that one. You wouldn't never been able to eat again. You would have starved to death before that consoline hook rusted out. I'm not going to throw this one back out either because I don't have just a little piece here before I get them up. They flat chewed that piece of skipjack, all the pieces. I do know from dragging back down that most of the Bluecats are out closer to the main channel, or the main river. Because since I've got back in here, which I didn't drag through here this morning, but back here on the bites I've got, it's been channel cats. So that tells me that the fish are still out there, but they are getting ready to move up in here. I can't wait, man. I love that fall shallow water bite. I love it. It's just as fun as fishing the spring spawn. I mean, it's just, there ain't nothing like it. Now, you never know what you gonna catch. You know, like I said, I ain't never caught anything over 40 pounds in here, but I know they're in here. There's some big ones in here. But the only thing that I've seen that could possibly make that impossible is all the commercial fishing. I mean, there's trout lines everywhere out here. Especially the further you get out toward the main river, the more is out there. You know, if they're fishing it real heavy, you know, they can wipe out a population pretty heavy, especially the bigger fish. I think I've got one on right here, folks. Nah, I think he come off. There's some fish on this point. Man, I wish I had some control where I could drag back up through here, but there ain't no way in this wind like it is. Well, all right, folks, I think I'm gonna wrap this one up, man. I'm getting pretty close back to the truck. Had a pretty good morning, man. Caught several fish. That's why I missed that one. Bait turned up on that hook. You know, caught that one real good one. Like I said, if I hadn't lost my boat control, I know for a fact we could go catch some good fish and have an awesome day. But you know, it's mid morning. You know, they hit it pretty much right on the nail when it comes to predicting when the stronger wind will get here. But like I said, you got to have boat control to do this. You know, you can't anchor. It's, you know, it's just about impossible to fish. But I'm gonna get this stuff up, man. Get on to the house. I appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll catch y'all next one. See y'all then. God bless you.